Hare Krishna. We continue reading from teachings of Queen Kunti. We are on prayer 14, Lord Krishna's wonderful activities, which comes in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8, Text 31. Gopi adate tvai kritagasi dhamatavat yate dashashru kalilanjana sambhramaksham vaktram niniya bhaya bhavanaya stitasya samam vimohayati bhir api yad pibeti. My dear Krishna, Yashoda took up a rope to bind you when you committed an offense, and your perturbed eyes overflooded with tears, which washed the mascara from your eyes, and you were afraid, though fear personified is afraid of you. This sight is bewildering to me. So we'll read from the purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Here is another explanation of the bewilderment created by the pastimes of the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord is the supreme in all circumstances, as already explained. So Krishna's pastimes are bewildering. Kunti Maharani is saying, your pastimes are bewildering. Why? Because the Supreme Lord, he is supreme. He's always supreme. We have to understand that. And that in all circumstances, he's supreme. Here's a specific example of the Lord's being the supreme and at the same time a plaything in the presence of his pure devotee. The Lord's pure devotee renders service unto the Lord out of unalloyed love only. And while discharging such devotional service, the pure devotee forgets the position of the Supreme Lord. So the relationship between the pure devotee and the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord is becoming like a plaything in the presence of his pure devotee. Plaything means he's saying to the pure devotee, I'm in your hands, you can do with me what you like. You can do with me what you like. The Lord becomes like that with his pure devotee. The pure devotee is rendering service unto the Lord only out of unalloyed love. Unalloyed love. There is no desire for any manipulation. There is no lust. There is nothing. It's only love. And while the pure devotee is engaged in such a devotional service, he forgets that, oh, this is the Supreme Lord. He forgets that. The Supreme Lord also accepts the loving service of his devotees more relishably when the service is rendered spontaneously out of pure affection, without anything of reverential admiration. So the Supreme Lord also, he relishes this more when the devotee forgets he's the Supreme Lord, and then the sweetness of the relationship is there. Because otherwise, if the devotee keeps thinking, oh, this is the Supreme Lord, this is the Supreme Lord, how can I do this? How can I behave like this? How can I behave like that? Then there is awe and reverence. That's the mood of Vaikuntha, of Narayan, the devotees. But Krishna's mood, very sweet, very sweet. Generally, the Lord is worshipped by the devotees in a reverential attitude, but the Lord is meticulously pleased when the devotee, out of pure affection and love, considers the Lord to be less important than himself. So when a devotee, because he has so much love for the Lord, he says, I don't care whether you are God or no, but this is good for you. And he does that for the Supreme Lord. And the Supreme Lord likes this more. He likes this more. This love, this loving relationship is more sweeter than thinking, oh, this is the Supreme Lord. The Lord's pastimes in the original abode Golok Vrindavan are exchanged in that spirit. So in the spiritual world, the highest planet is called Golok Vrindavan. Krishna stays there with his devotees. And over there, all the pastimes, all the activities, everything that everyone is doing there are based on pure love. pure love. There is no lust. The friends of Krishna consider him one of them. They do not consider him to be of reverential importance. The parents of the Lord, who are all pure devotees, consider him a child only. The Lord accepts the chastisements of the parents more cheerfully than the prayers of the Vedic hymns. So, the Lord, there are so many devotees who are singing the Vedic hymns for him. They're singing, they're praising him, they are worshipping him. But he finds more sweeter when his parents are chastising him. When Mother Yashoda is binding him, taking a stick and saying, I'm going to bind you, he's feeling more happy than somebody who's singing his praises, glorifying him, saying how great he is and how powerful he is and how wonderful he is. And why does he like this exchange? Because it's coming from a place of love. It's out of pure love. The friends of Krishna, they are wrestling with him. They're saying, oh, who are you? I can wrestle better than you. They're not thinking, oh, he's the Supreme Lord, so I should let him win. He'll feel bad otherwise. He's so powerful. He's going to do something bad to me. No, there's a loving friendship between Krishna and his friends. So their dealings are based on pure love. So similarly, he accepts the reproaches of his fiancés more palatably than the Vedic hymns. So similarly, when the gopis get upset at him, he feels happy more than when the Vedic hymns are chanted in his glorification. When Lord Krishna was present in this material world to manifest his eternal pastimes of the transcendental realm, Golok Vrindavan, as an attraction for the people in general, he displayed a unique picture of subordination before his foster mother, Yashoda. So Krishna came here 5,000 years ago. He came to Vrindavan. Why did he come? And why did he bring his devotees with himself? Why did he bring Vrindavan with himself? Why? To show us, to manifest to us what eternally is going on in the spiritual world, in the planet called Golok Vrindavan. That planet is on the transcendental realm. It is not material, it is spiritual, and it's the highest spiritual planet. So he came to show us what's happening there. It's like a preview of a movie, There are these trailers or previews. Before you see the movie, then there's a preview, you see what's there. It's like that. Krishna came to show us a preview of what's happening in Golok Vrindavan. And he displayed a unique picture of subordination before his foster mother, Yashoda. He's the Supreme Lord, but he showed that he's afraid of his mother. He's God himself. How come God is afraid of his mother? Everyone is afraid of God. And here he's afraid of his mother. What's happening? The Lord, in his naturally childish, playful activities, used to spoil the stocked butter of Mother Yashoda by breaking the pots and distributing the contents to his friends and playmates, including the celebrated monkeys of Vrindavan, who took advantage of the Lord's munificence. So, Krishna as a child, he used to spoil the butter, he used to throw it, he used to break the pots, he used to give it to his friends, he used to give it to the monkeys. Mother Yashoda saw this, and out of a pure love, she wanted to make a show of punishment for her transcendental child. So she saw, and she was thinking, oh my God, my son, if I don't discipline him, when he becomes big, when he grows old, he's going to become a thief. I cannot let my son become a thief. It's my duty. I'm his mother. I should chastise him. Now, if someone is coming from a place of knowledge, they'll say, but he's the Supreme Lord, why will he become a thief? Everything belongs to him. He can never become a thief. Thief means you're taking somebody else's thing. But if something belongs to you, then how are you a thief? But she's not coming from a place of knowledge. She's coming from a place of pure love. And so she's saying, my child, I need to discipline him. It's not that she does not have knowledge. She has complete knowledge. She has complete knowledge of Krishna's identity, but her love for Krishna is much, much more stronger than her knowledge of him, that he's the Supreme Lord. So Prabhupada would always give the example that when the president, when he's in office, everyone says, Mr. President, everyone is very like, don't want to make him angry, do everything perfectly, properly, give him the proper respect, everything. But when he goes home, his mother does not call him Mr. President. She might jokingly call it, but she does not behave with him in that way. She will hug him, she'll give him a kiss, she'll ask him, my dear son, how was your day? It's like that. It doesn't matter to her. What matters to her is, this is my son. So Mother Yashoda, she took a rope and threatened the Lord that she would tie him up, as is generally done in the ordinary household. Seeing the rope in the hands of Mother Yashoda, the Lord bowed down his head and began to weep just like a child, and tears rolled down his cheeks, washing off the black ointment smeared about his beautiful eyes. So, and what is the Lord doing? He is saying, my mother's going to beat me, and he's crying and crying, and his eyes, he has this kajal in the eyes, and he's rubbing his eyes, and the kajal is smearing all over his face and his eyes. This picture of the Lord is adored by Kunti Devi because she's conscious of the Lord's supreme position. So Kunti Maharani, she knows that this Krishna, he's appearing as a small baby and he's crying that his mother's going to tie him up. But he's the Supreme Lord. He's the one who is sustaining everything. He's the one who's creating the material world. He's the one who's maintaining the spiritual world. He's the Supreme Lord. And she knows that he is feared often by fear personified, yet he's afraid of his mother, who wanted to punish him just in an ordinary manner. So fear itself is afraid of Krishna. And here he is crying, oh, I'm afraid of my mother, she's going to beat him. Kunti was conscious of the exalted position of Krishna, whereas Yashoda was not. Therefore, Yashoda's position was more exalted than Kunti's. Mother Yashoda got the Lord as her child, and the Lord made her forget altogether that her child was the Lord himself. So in the hierarchy of Bhav, Yashoda, Mother Yashoda is higher than Kunti Devi, because Kunti Devi understands, oh, Krishna is God, he's the Supreme Lord. But Mother Yashoda, she says, this is my son, this is my son. And so that's why she is in a much more higher position than Kunti Maharani. If Mother Yashoda had been conscious of the exalted position of the Lord, she would certainly have hesitated to punish the Lord. But she was made to forget this situation because the Lord wanted to make a complete gesture of childishness before the affectionate Yashoda. So Yashoda does not think of, this is God, how will I punish him? No, he makes her forget it. He makes her forget it. So there can be a loving relationship between mother and the child. This exchange of love between the mother and son was performed in a natural way. And Kunti, remembering the scene, was bewildered, and she could do nothing but praise the transcendental filial love. Indirectly, Mother Yashoda is praised for her unique position of love, for she could control even the all-powerful Lord as her beloved child. So Kunti Maharani is praising Mother Yashoda. No one can catch Krishna. No one can bind Krishna. Who can bind Krishna? He is omnipresent. He's omnipotent. No one can force him to do anything. But Mother Yashoda could. Why? Only out of love, her love for Krishna. So Kunti Maharani is appreciating that. And she's saying, my Lord, you are so bewildering. You are the Supreme Lord. Here you're crying. Everyone is fearful of you. We are all fearful of Krishna. As death, people who are not devotees, they are afraid of death. And Krishna says, Akalosmi. Time I am. With time, I take away everything. I deteriorate everything. So everyone is afraid of Krishna. either directly or indirectly. But here Krishna is afraid of his mother. He's the Supreme Lord and he's crying, oh, my mother is going to hit me. He's the one who's controlling the whole material world, the whole spiritual world. He's the one who's controlling the movement of the sun, the moon, the movement of all the planets, the orbits. And here he's being controlled by his mother. So this is the unique position that Kunti Maharani is. She is appreciating the unique position of Mother Yashoda and also saying how he's the Supreme Lord and he can act in this way. So his pastimes are very bewildering, very bewildering. Is that okay? So we'll stop here for today if there are no questions or comments. Kunti Maharani ki jai, Shila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining in and listening in.